Bandsaw blades are expendable, they're consumable, and you have to replace them every now and then. But I want to show you a trick that will enable you to get much more life out of your bandsaw blade by sharpening with a Dremel style rotary tool. Hi y'all, I'm Mike Peace, and I'm passionate about wood turning. I want to give you tips, tricks, and techniques to make you a better turner, so stay tuned. So why sharpen? Well, part of it is money, and I believe it's worthwhile. I think it's cost effective for me, but it also saves me the inconvenience of either having to drive a long ways to get to pick up a bandsaw blade, or to order them and also pay that additional cost of shipping. Before I get into it, let me first describe the blade I'm talking about. I use a 3/8 inch, 3 teeth per inch green Woodturners blade. That is, it's for cutting green wood. It's not for resawing. It's not for fine cabinet work. So it's a fairly aggressive blade, and as a result, it doesn't take as long. If this was 6 teeth per inch or 8 teeth per inch, maybe it wouldn't be cost effective to worry about it. I feel like you can get 3 or 4 sharpenings before you have to replace the blade, and we know a sharp blade is a safer blade, because you get to pushing too hard, you're gonna get yourself tangled up in that blade if you're not super careful. Now the blade that I'm using, I mentioned, is a Woodturners blade. It has an alternate set with a rake or tooth pattern, and it's thicker. It's about 25% thicker than a regular blade. Most blades are 0.025 or 25 thousandths of an inch thick. This blade is 32 thousandths of an inch thick. Again, but actually it's 28% thicker. Now, you can do this on the saw or off the saw. I've done it mostly on the saw, but I believe it is easier to take it off if you got a place you can do it on a table, and it is a little easier when you're sitting down to do it. First thing I do, if I do it on the bandsaw itself, I mark the starting point with a felt tip pen. If I'm doing it sitting down like this, I just grab a little clamp, and so I can tell when I get back to the beginning. For those of y'all not sure whether it's worth the effort, I'm going to time this to see how long it takes. I've never paid attention to it before. I don't have a Dremel tool. I have a Black & Decker rotary tool, very similar. It's got 3 speeds. You're going to use the slowest speed, and you're going to use what they call a cutoff wheel. These are flexible. You get a stack of them, very inexpensive. You know, the teeth have some set to them, but frankly it's hard to see, and they don't always seem to be consistent to me. I don't know why that is, but it is. So I'm just going to hit the top of the tooth. I'm not going to mess with the gullet. We all know that a sharp edge is 2 planes coming together and meeting. So if I sharpen the top, you know, we're going to get a sharp edge. So let's get started. So I'm just going to come along and just try to keep a consistent positioning of the tool, and just hit it once I get the angle set. We're only taking off microns of steel, so it's not taking long. I'm going to look at it sideways for that angle. I'm just getting the very top tip of that tooth, the back edge. I'm just kissing the top of each tooth. Alright, coming in on the home stretch. Okay, I fiddled around with the camera a couple of times. Let's see how long it took. It took me 14 minutes, and this was 142 inches, 3 teeth. I believe that's 426 teeth. This is not the only way to do it. Heck, it may not be the best way to do it. I welcome your suggestions down below if you've got a better technique. I know someone has made a jig to do this. Other people have used diamond bits and gone into the gullet and cleaned all this up. All that's fine and well. This works for me. I've been doing this for several years, and I definitely get at least 3 more sharpenings, at least 3 times the use out of the bandsaw blade by sharpening. Here's another quick tip. While you're working with your bandsaw and you got the thing open, go ahead and find some way to mark the blade length on the inside. Even number of 14-inch bandsaws don't have the same blade length. Heck, this is an 18-inch Rikon, and they have other 18-inch Rikon models that have a different blade length. So just write it down. You never have to bother to look it up. I hope this has been good for you. Again, I welcome your comments, and if you got any ideas for wood turning tips, leave them below. Y'all come back here.